Okay, wow, that's great information about berberine. And of course, the berberine herbs are, herbs like golden seal and barberry bark. And these, berberine, it's an alkaloid, which is defined as a classic organic compound of plant origin, containing mostly basic nitrogen atoms that have pronounced physiological actions on humans. There's a robust amount of research on this alkaloid, berberine, that has been conducted to date with repeated double-blind clinical trials. So it's highly studied. And what these findings and studies have shown definitive or likely benefits for a very wide range of serious health ailments, including anti-aging, diabetes, gastrointestinal infections, heart disease, high cholesterol, hypertension, high blood pressure, immune system challenges, joint problems, low bone density, and even weight control. Why is this? Well, it's due to the molecule structures berberine possesses. Its molecular formula is C2OH18N04. And like other proto-berberine alkaloids, such as jatrorezine, it can do wonders for health. Berberine, it comes from China and India, where it was first used in traditional Chinese and Ayurvedic medicine. So berberine, yes, it's the answer, and and it's again it's a 5,000-year-old herb system of natural healing, which was developed in India, and that's Ayurvedic medicine, and so berberine, it's got a great potential against diabetes. It lowers cholesterol. It combats obesity. It is one of the great herbs for lung inflammation. It reduces the effect of cigarette smoke-induced acute lung inflammation. With cancer, it appears to inhibit the growth and proliferation of cancer cells. So this is what science tells us about berberine. That it also helps with Alzheimer's disease. It enhances neuroprotective factors and pathways and others that counteract neurodegeneration. And it even helps in heart disease. It stimulates the release of nitric oxide, a signaling molecule that relaxes the arteries. It increases blood flow, lowers blood pressure, and protects against atherosclerosis. So yes, berberine, totally, absolutely, and fantastic natural remedy. So that's a little bit about berberine. And Doc, we've got a couple of other things here.
Okay.
That Prophet Elijah has been asked about. One is reflex symphatic dystrophy. And I don't know if you run into that particular illness before, but let's take a look at what it is, okay? Reflex, sympathetic, dystrophy. And let's take a look at what natural remedies Okay, let's go that far. Well, reflex, sympathetic, dystrophy, they're saying that the corticosteroids and non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, reduce inflammation and have been used to treat this particular disorder. And vitamin C is currently established as the most efficacious preventative therapy for the development of this complex regional pain syndrome. Let's take a little deeper look at what we're talking about here. When
Is that associated?
Go ahead.
Is that associated acid reflux?
So far that hasn't come up in it, but let's.
I bet you it does have some correlation.
Yeah, so let's see if I can get a recent study on it. I'm doing a quick research here, looking for here we go. It's a real nerve pain disorder. It's got a lot of nerve pain going on, and it looks like the pain doctor here. So you're going to want you're going to want to call, or you're going to want to work with a lot of pain herbs, because it's a central nervous system electrical conduit problem that allows signals from your brain to transfer to the rest of your body. And when your nerves are damaged or receiving pressure from another source, such as a bulging disc or bone spur, they can be susceptible to pain responses that are difficult to control. While many treatments exist to manage this pain, many also want to supplement with natural remedies for nerve pain. And there's some that we'll talk about here. And I know Brittany has a lot of things that could be helpful. Both you and Brittany have CBD oil, which could be helpful in this type of a disorder. But this is nerve pain, and it's chronic. It's chronic pain. So and it's known as CRPS, complex regional pain syndrome. Also, it's got and some people call it fibromyalgia, and peripheral neuropathy from diabetic neuralgia. So all of these are in that type of a category. So these are the kinds of things.
Okay.
Go ahead, sir.
Hydrochloric acid.
Bingo.
Because that takes care of so many different refluxes from the body, because up to 90% of our food chain is altered by Monsanto. And so we have GMO products out there which destroys the hydrochloric acid in the stomach lining. You have all kinds of gastric disturbances because of that. You have acid reflux, you've got all kinds of nerve pain, you got all kinds of stuff from a deficiency in hydrochloric acid. That, along with B complex. You take a B complex, a B100 or something like that, 30 minutes before a meal. Just before you take your meal, you take one hydrochloric acid capsule. And then all of a sudden these problems are going to subside. I bet you anything, that it all correlates real closely.
Yes. So betaine HCl, 650 milligrams, with that pepsin in it. That's and you're taking one with each meal. And if you're ever having any kind of a real digestion problem, 2 with a glass of water, and 10 minutes later, all cleared up. Right, Doc?
That's right. It works for me.
There you
If I
go.
eat too many jalapenos, I'll get a little reflux because I, don't have enough hydrochloric acid in my stomach to take care of it. I'll take 2 capsules, drink a glass of water, in 10 minutes it's gone.
Bingo. So that's so we're talking about the betaine HCl for this, and and then you said one other thing. What else did you say there?
B100, B complex, 100.
Complex, yes. So you want
Take that one.
yeah. So you
Take it 30 minutes before the meal.
yeah. That way they won't have a sugar craving either.
That's right. They won't eat quite as much. They'll tend to lose weight, and it will help the nervous system big time.
Make sure you're getting that.
Take too much alcohol and you get the shakes. You take about 4 or 5 of the B complex, and in 10 minutes you don't have the shakes anymore because alcohol destroys the B complex in your body, the B vitamins,
Yes.
because they're water salt. We learned that in college. We'd tend to go out and, drink, party at night, and then would me in class the next morning with the shakes, have a hangover. Well, we would take about 4 or 5 of them, would go out and have a party, and we'd take 4 or 5 of them before we went to bed, and 8 o'clock in the morning we were in class, no problem. Works every time. I'm not suggesting anybody go out and party like that, but that's the effects of B complex, because B complex settles the nerve endings.
Yes. Yes. So B complex and betaine. Betaine and B complex, and let's see where we are with reflex symphatic dystrophy. You might take a look at that Make Lifestyle Changes diet system, because the Make Lifestyle Changes diet system has both of those in that system. It covers that. It's got the betaine in it, and it's got the real organic, certified organic B complex, and it's all plant derived, nothing from chemicals at all. It's called Intramax. Those are the kinds of things that are in that Make Lifestyle Changes diet system. That's why I'm having such a tremendous success in that system, is because it contains these type of components. The betaine loaded with B complex, and Doc, you're 100% right again. So let's take a look at something else. The keloids. Keloids. There was a question there from Prophet Elijah. He said that somebody wanted to know about keloids. What do you know about keloids, sir?
Refresh my memory. My brain's kind of fogged for today.
I understand how that goes, keloids. Let's take a look at keloids. All right, I'm going to bring up some keloids here, and keloids are a type of raised scar. And they occur where the skin is healed after an injury. And they can grow to be much larger than the original injury that caused the scar. Anything that can cause a scar can cause a keloid. This includes being burned, cut, or having severe acne. So, do you have anything for scar tissue?
Well, that all results back to the liver. 90% of skin conditions, acne, and allergies, 90% of that reverts back to the kidneys. Because with a blood test, we see that the enzymes are off. The ALT and AST, the liver enzymes, if they're too high or too low, you could either have a fatty liver, you could have a compromised liver, but you have some kind of a liver disorder that's causing the allergies and the skin conditions.
Yes. Yep. So, keloids, causes, and treatment. Let's take a look at that. Some recent information about keloids and this scarring. I know. So again, what is your remedy for keloids again?
My liver support.
Ah, yes. Milk thistle and the lipid liver. You've got a great liver a formulation. And what's that called again? Let me bring it up on the computer so people can look at it. I'm in your website. And is that let's see? I think that's called
liver support.
There, I'm down here. I'm almost there. There it is. I'm looking at it. The audience is looking at it. When you're looking at this video, because we're making a video of this, folks, and then this goes up on YouTube. It goes up on the website herbalhealthreview.com. It's going to be out all over the place, and you're going to be able to see this video, and it's going to show you that liver support that Doc is talking about, because it works. That is a great liver support formulation. Let's take a look at the ingredients.
Well, it's got milk thistle seed and a bunch of other Ayurvedic stuff in there, and it's a 5,000-year-old formula that I get from India. When the government shut down, I had a compounder locally to break it down and add more milk thistle and strengthen it up into a capsule form.
Mm-hmm.
And Beth around the corner from me buys it like crazy because he said we can change the liver enzymes of the dog in 30 days with my product, my capsule.
Yes, that is a wonderful ancient formulation. Yes,
it's unbelievable. You know, the Indians have been doing this stuff for thousands and thousands of years. They pick each herb at the peak of freshness. I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning on the 3rd Saturday of the 5th month. It doesn't matter. That's when they're out there picking in the middle of the night.
Yes.
It's amazing how these guys have been doing this for thousands of years, and they've done it. You know, it's their lifestyle. It's what they do.
Yes. Timing is everything. With harvesting and growing, and then making the medicines from it and so forth. Timing is everything, isn't it?
That's right. And it's all organic because they don't use pesticides over there.
That's right. That's right. And milk thistle seed, great herb, absolutely fabulous herb, yes.
Yeah, well, it's got the Ayurvedic milk thistle seed in that formula, but I don't know which one it is. But when I had it, you know, reformulated into a capsule, when the government shut down, I couldn't get any stuff from overseas. You know, it took me like 2.5 months to get the number in. Then we formulated the same formula, but made it a little bit more potent into a capsule. And the vet just loves it, man. He's done a bunch of different dogs, and he said, you just would not believe how quickly the liver enzymes correct themselves. You know, in 30 to 45 days, they're like a different dog, you know.
Yes, that's the thing about these remedies, folks. These remedies that work on people work on animals, too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because it's natural, it's not a drug.
Yeah. Okay, so all right, so we talked about keloids, and we're talking about working on the liver, and there are a lot of things. There are even some other remedies that Brittany has, I know, for scar tissue, and helping with scars, you know, especially with pregnancy and stretching and all that kind of stuff. So Brittany has some keloid type remedies that you can use topically as well. But that liver formula, folks, I know that you can't hardly keep that on the shelf. I mean, it's always, it just goes out the door quick.
I know, I got another 10,200 tablets coming to me next week.
Oh my, I'm not surprised. So anyway, that is a very successful remedy for the liver, folks. And it's Doc Miles's liver support capsules. So that's another great remedy to know about. And let's take a look then at Choroidderm, whatever that is. I'm not even sure, Doc. Let's take a look, because our dear friend Prophet Elijah, the people come with him with these outrageous health issues, and some of them, I mean, they've got some, you don't run into every day. So this is which very, let's see, choroid. Dreamia. Let's look at DREM. There we go. I got it now. I'm on my way. It's a condition characterized by progressive vision loss and mainly affects males. This choroidderemia. Choroidderemia is characterized by progressive vision loss and mainly affects males. The first symptoms of this condition is usually an impairment of night vision, night blindness, which can occur in early childhood. So let's see if we find anything that is a remedy for it, because I know what I would use. if
Bilberry.
Oh, there you go, bilberry, of course. That's going to be one of the great things to use, and I'm going to use that eye wash system that I use also. Let's see what else they've got here.
Back there in World War II, the British pilots always took bilberry because they flew at night missions and they didn't have night blindness. They took bilberry like crazy.
Yes.
Every pilot.
It was an order.
Every pilot.
They were ordered to take it. Yeah, they had to take it.
They had to take it so they wouldn't have night blindness because they flew night missions during World War II. And so they had to take it, and they didn't have night blindness, and they could see what they were doing.
So here's some of the latest research on this eye disorder. And very often also with eye disorders, you've got a liver problem that is throwing things in, and the eye is a channel of elimination. It's trying to get rid of junk. That's why it's pouring stuff out in the morning. You got to wash your eyes out, because so it's trying to get rid of things. Apparently, and the liver is probably weak and could use a real detox and cleansing and detoxification so that it could take stuff that's being pushed out through the eyes. So I would say that would be a really good idea, cleanse and detox. Again, get back into that Make Lifestyle Changes report on herbalhealthreview.com. But this choroidderemia is a rare blinding genetic disease. It's rare. And that's why we don't run into it. It's affecting approximately 50,000 people. Usually the first signs are seen in young boys, sometimes as early as age 5. In the disease, blood vessel networks, pigment, and light-sensing cells in the eyes, retina, slowly stop working and eventually die. Go ahead.
That trophy would work too.
Triphalia.
I get that. So I get that from India, where I get the liver pills. They make up the Triphalia capsule, and I've seen it in 6 months reverse macular degeneration.
So
over 100 times, I've seen it. Absolutely seen it. And the doctors, they go back to the doctors 6 months later after taking 2 Triphalia in the morning and 2 at night, and the doctor said, "Oh, you don't have macular degeneration." Well, you said I did. No, we made a mistake. No, what's about from out? The stuff for the eyes. No, nothing works. So we just screwed up, and so they changed their whole patient profile, showing that they made a mistake that didn't really have macular degeneration. I've seen that time after time after time after time.
Yes. So here's my eye wash, Doc. I take a combination of colloidal silver water. And then I get an eye cup, and I put it half full of colloidal silver water, and then I take 1/8 of a teaspoon of MSM powder and put it in that eye cup. Then I take and I also and then I take 3 drops of maybe only 1 or 2 drops sometimes, just not much, 1 to 3 drops of raw honey, Then I use my herbal formulation number 1168, and that concentrated herbal formulation, which we get a non-alcohol solution, liquid tincture extract, so it's alcohol-free. We don't need any alcohol in the eyes. So now we got this formula number 1168, which has golden seal extract. There's your berberine. It has eyebright extract. It has bayberry bark extract, passion flower extract. There's your bilberry fruit and bilberry leaf extract. And you're going to put about 3 drops of that in there. And when you put that, and then you're going to just take and hold that up to the eye. It's got an eye cup, so you seal it to the eye, and then look up and down and back and forth for about 30 seconds is all. And you're washing that eye out. And it's washing the eye out, and the eye will drain. It will drain for about 7 days until you've drained the eyes out and cleaned it all out. And you do that for 30 seconds with one eye, looking up and down, back and forth. Then you do the other eye, and you're looking up and down and back and forth and all around for about 30 seconds, and you're done. And then you put a squirt of that in your mouth. So you're getting all of those herbs, including the bilberry fruit and leaf, in an extract under your tongue, and you're holding that for about 30 seconds to a minute and swallowing that with some water. And you do that 3 times a day, and you're doing it with the same eye drops, and you're making it fresh each morning and using the same drops all day long, then making it fresh each morning. But that's it. That's my eye drop system for the eyes. It really cleans out the eyes, drains the eyes, then it starts strengthening the tissue of the eyes against glaucoma, cataracts, all types of eye problems. And once it's cleaned the eyes out, then it's strengthening and healing the eyes. Go ahead.
We used that kit on Blanca because she had some fluid behind her retina or something, and the doctor said there's nothing we can do for you. And so I got one of those kits, and she used it. Now her eyes are perfectly fine.
It works. It really works
It works.
And so that's wonderful that you've had a chance to discover that particular formula. Then I learned something else from you. From you, I learned about the trifala. So now I'm using the eye wash with folks, letting them know about the eye wash, and then taking it also internally. And I'm also suggesting that they use the trifala because that's a 2,000-year-old formulation, again, from India. It's Ayurvedic, and it's considered one of the most versatile of all herbal formulations. And so between the eye rinse, taking it and washing the eyes and taking some internally, and taking the trifala, then I do one other thing, Doc. I make sure they're getting 1 capsule of lutein daily, and that's it. And I find that people that come in with any kind of an eye problem, the eye problem clears up. And I've seen some people have told me that they were blind since birth, and that all of a sudden they're starting to be able to see light and shadows and things like that. So I've had some remarkable results with that system. But yeah, your trifala that you told me about that, and I use it, and it's wonderful.
Yep.
So
yeah, that's a little kit on my shelf.
And I have kept you over again, and I apologize for doing that because I know you've got another appointment, but I just got carried away like usual.
That's okay.
Okay, my friend. Well, I appreciate you. Let's go check in the room here and make sure if there's any other question or if that helped answer some questions. I see a microphone is open there. in Arkansas. Did you have a question or a comment or a suggestion? In Arkansas. Do you have a question? Nope, no question or comment in Arkansas. Does anybody have a question for Doc Miles before he leaves? All you have to do is press your start key on your telephone 2 times. I'm looking here. I don't see any microphones coming open. Okay, Doc. I guess we did a good job because everybody seems to be okay here. I don't see any. Oh, I see the Arkansas microphone came open again. Do you have a question in Arkansas? Nope. I don't know why your microphone popped open again. Okay, I'm going to close it again. And Doc, I want to thank you, sir, for joining us and stimulating conversation, answering questions, helping people. What a wonderful man you are, and you're so busy, but yet you come here and you continue to give of yourself. God bless you, sir.
Well, God bless you too, and keep up the good work, and I'll see you on the radio next week.
All right. Folks, that is Doc Miles, and he's going to be back next week. And let's go back over here and let's look at, again, his telephone number. Let's go over here where it says about. I'm on his website, theherbdoctor.net, theherbdoctor.net. I'm going down and I'm going to give you his telephone number. It's 512-868-9867. 512-868-9867, and his email address. Remember, Doc Miles does special things, like he can tell you how to get your blood tested wherever you are, and not just from a medical doctor with concerning drug testing for their analysis. No, this is a nutritional blood analysis. Doc can tell you how to do that for really tough cases of problems that you just don't know the answers and can't get the answers from. Doc knows how to. You want to call Doc and find out about his method of testing blood so that you will get a nutritional analysis, because that's what he does. His phone number is 512-868-9867. He does other incredible things. He also does incredible things with magnets. Magnets that will take a shoulder that has a torn rotator cuff, and they say you got to have an operation. No, you don't. You need to call Doc Miles. 512-868-98. Woo. 512-868-9867 is the phone number. His email is docmiles@outlook.com. Thank you, Doc Miles. Bless you, and I'll see you on the radio next week.
Okay, buddy. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye for now. Wow. Yes, Doc Miles. Okay, so we talked about eyes. We talked about all these things, and if you have a question, I'm going back over to the room here. If you have a topic, a suggestion, something we should talk about, go ahead and speak up right now. Press your start key 2 times on your microphone. And in Arkansas, do you have a question? In Arkansas, your microphone is open. Do you have a question or a topic or a suggestion? Nope. Okay. Your mic keeps coming open though. I'll keep asking. There we go. All right. But if you have a question, open your mic and we'll talk about it. And if you it keeps popping open. Interesting. Again, in Arkansas, your microphone keeps coming open. And do you have any kind of a question or something that you suggest we talk about? Can you hear me? Nope, you can't. Okay. All right. It'll pop open again, and I'm going to just leave it open, I guess, when it does. So, again, if you have a question or a topic or a suggestion or you want to hear about something, please press your star key 2 times on your telephone. It will open your microphone. Well, we've stayed busy here today, and we've talked about the eyes. We talked about make lifestyle changes. We've talked about a lot of different things here today. But one of the most important things we did talk about was the make lifestyle changes. And in Arkansas, your microphone keeps coming open, and then we can hear you in the background. And I don't know why your microphone keeps coming open. I'm going to close it again because it's noisy wherever you are. Now, oh my goodness. So we're over here at Common Conditions, and we're going over here to the Make Lifestyle Changes report, because that's where it all starts. Everything that we've talked about here today could be greatly helped if you only knew about this one report called Make Lifestyle Changes. It is so complete. It gives you how much water you should drink. It tells you what type of water you should drink. It tells you how much water you should start your morning with. And in Harrison, Arkansas, did you have a question?
I did, Doc. Can you hear me now?
I hear you now. Yes, I do. Go ahead.
Yeah, I call you on another line. This is Brother Al.
Shalom, Brother Al.
Hey, shalom. How you doing today?
I am blessed by the best. How can we be helpful?
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, look, I was trying to call you and talk to you about that. Talk to you about the eyes, and it wouldn't let me in. I'm using some castor oil right now on my eyes, and I've had some good results. But yeah, but it's not just castor oil. Just in case there's anybody out there listening, now I need to say this. It's got to be therapeutic grade, and I got mine through an organic place. And if you go on YouTube, it'll give you the specific kind to use. It dissolves cataracts. Before that, I was using apple cider vinegar and honey, raw honey. There we go. And I got that through the doctor, to the Master Cleanse book, the one I talked to you about before. But I'm very interested in your what you're talking about, your eye watch. I wrote that stuff down. When would be a good time to contact you on that?
You could contact me whenever you call me. See, okay, I've got your telephone number here. I will give you a call. How's that?
Yeah, the other, that'd be good. The other number, you got my home number, the 2444.
Okay, so it's going to be the same.
Go ahead and call me on this one if you don't get it. If you don't get through,
okay,
just leave a message. I don't know if the voicemail works on this or not.
Okay.
So.
All right. Okay. All right. I will do that.
I'm just worried about.
You will get a call from me because I capture every telephone number. And I probably tried to call you, but for some reason or another, and I'm looking at this number, and it must have been a while since you called me.
No, I actually called you off the other number, the one that, the 7161 number. That number there, I called you off from, the one that wouldn't let me unmute the mic. So this is a cell phone. I called you off it. I was worried about the reception being patchy, though.
Oh, okay. All right, we will work it out. I will give you a call on this number, and we'll get to any other numbers and so forth, but we won't give them out to the whole world right here. So, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yes.
I give you monthly payments on the donation where you're working with me. You've spoken to me before.
Well, great. I appreciate that.
Go ahead. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that silver generator that you have right there. Okay. I made my own, but I'm considering getting yours with your silver generator. When it comes, I imagine it has a regiment sheet with it.
It has everything. It has a booklet that comes with it. It's real simple to use. It's guaranteed for life. And that colloidal silver water generator, wow. I made it about 40 years ago and started putting them out to people about 30, 35 years ago. And there are people calling me back, and they've said they've had their generator for 20, 30 years. One lady called me up. She said, I need a new generator. I said, well, why do you need a new one? She says, well, I had this other one 20 years, but then my kid went off to college and took it with him. So I need another one.
Oh, okay, right.
But they don't break. They don't break. They're guaranteed for life, and it's really solid, and it works, and it just keeps right on working. And then if there's anything that ever did go wrong with it, which is not likely, then you call them up on the telephone, you ship it back to them, they fix it, or give you a new one. So that's it. That's the way you go with that, and it's low cost with your discount. Probably around $70, $76, somewhere around in there. It's normally $90 for that generator, and it comes all put together. Let me see if I can see this 45. Let's see. Or let me see if I can find this. Well, let's see. I got to go on the website first.
Sure.
So let's bring it up.
I appreciate it.
Let's bring that up. Let's go to B. And once I'm over here to B, and then I'm going to go over here to make lifestyle changes. I'll click on this and bring this up. So because I'm making a video of this as we speak, so that and I've got 600 videos. They're all free.
Cool.
Up on the website.
That's fantastic.
It really is. It's been a lot of years and a lot of work, but at least now I'm going down here and I'm looking at, there it is, the colloidal silver water generator. I'm opening the link in a new tab. There we go. And now we'll be looking at that generator number 4576. It's $85.95. I'm looking at it now. Comes all put together. It's portable. You can take it anywhere with you. I've taken mine to Ecuador, to the UK, to Istanbul. It's been all over the place. It sterilizes the water. You can sterilize a quart of water in about 5 minutes, and then you can drink.
See, I didn't know that. I knew they used to put it in wells and stuff like that way back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll sterilize a quart of water in about 5 minutes, killing all the bacteria, fungus, virus in it, and you can drink the water. What it won't do, it won't take out any heavy metals. But if you have heavy metals in your water and you want, so then what you could do is you could take a handful of cilantro leaf,
right,
and put it in a strainer. Pour the water that you suspect has any heavy metals in it, pour that water over your cilantro, and underneath it is a cup, and it's catching the water. When it goes through the cilantro, it will grab every heavy metal and detox the water.
Wow.
Then you can take that water, and then you can put the silver rods down inside of it, and then you can make medicine water out of it, which would be, it sells for $60 a quart in the health food store or online. You can make it for that quart. You can make it for about 50 cents.
Exactly.
Worth of distilled water. That's it. That's a cost. And then if you're sterilizing, then you have to have a handful of cilantro to pull the heavy metals out of it. Then you can put the rods down in it, kill any bacteria, fungus, virus in it, and you can drink that water. You got medicine water worth $60 a quart.
That's very interesting. And all this is in this book too?
No. The cilantro is coming right out of my head.
No, I got you. You
But-
see, when I did mine, I used 3 9-volt batteries in mine.
Yes.
And I started with distilled water and just a small little pinch of Himalayan
Yes.
rock salt, because
Perfect.
the distilled water won't do it. So you add
A little
alkaline
Himalayan
to
pink
it.
salt, yeah, and it'll
to get the electrolysis to start.
right. Sometimes you have to, if it's cold where you are, you have to warm up the water. Because all of a sudden people say, oh man, it's cold here, and the water's just not making colloidal silver water. It doesn't want to make colloidal silver water when the water's cold. It doesn't like cold, and it doesn't like heat, and it doesn't really like light. So whenever I make a batch, I always make about a gallon at a time. Put it down in underneath the. I keep it in a quart jars that I had that I had 100% organic fruit juice in, and so I store it up in those quart jars, keep it down under the cupboard at room temperature, and it just keeps for months and months and months until I use it all up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was making mine a cup at a time. That sounds really good, but I've done it for friends, and they had a terrible flu, and I mean, they were sick. I mean, couldn't talk, all that, and they were better the next day. And I know that sounds like snake oil, but it's actually the truth. It works.
It does work.
And mine, I use 3 9-volt batteries is what mine was wired. I copied my friends.
Yep.
How many 9-volt batteries did yours use?
3 9-volt batteries.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get the generator for literature in the book and all that. And it shows me how to make it. Plus, I like to support your work. And I would, as I said, I was interested in talking to you about maybe in the future becoming an assistant with you, doing some work with you.
Come on over to Jamaica. Come on over to Jamaica.
Yeah,
I could use somebody that I could train to help people, because I can't help people fast enough. There are so many people that need help. So anyway, we'll talk about that when I give you a call. Maybe you might want to come visit with me here in Jamaica, and we'll help the world.
Exactly. I really.
Good.
I'm really got a lot of things going on right now. As I was talking to you about the alternative building and all that, and wanting to do a holistic thing here in Arkansas. But yeah, I definitely want to talk to you about all this. When did you say you'd be calling me?
I'll call you right after the broadcast. How's that?
Well, great. Then I'll wait. Thank you, Dr. Truman.
All right. Bless you, brother. All praises to the Most High.
You betcha. Amen. Bye.
Amen. All right, that's wonderful. Somebody who just loves to help people, and that's great. And he's learning more and more and more, and helping people. And oh, by the way, if you ever run into the toughest case where you're giving somebody colloidal silver water, and I do it all the time here. I'm always having somebody who's got a cold flu virus, and they heard about me, and they come, and I give them some colloidal silver water.